up against a Labor and Liberal campaign funded to the tilt, spending close to $4 million just trying to stop him. But what they didn't reckon with was that Jono is part of an incredible movement who has helped lead it brilliantly over the past few years. And so it is my great pleasure to invite up on stage the Greens Lord Mayor candidate for the Brisbane City Council, Jonathan Sriranganathan.
I'm going to stand up here so I can see you all. How you all feeling? Better start by acknowledging country and paying respects to the rightful owners of this place, Hiaga and Turrbal peoples, recognising that sovereignty was never ceded and that there are many past wrongs and continuing injustices that are yet to be rectified, and that when we acknowledge country, that acknowledgement must be grounded in a genuine commitment for material action in terms of redressing those wrongs. It's not something that should be tokenistic or an afterthought. It's something that should be embedded firmly within this political movement. And I know all of you share that belief. So it's been a long journey for me, as you know. I've been an elected representative before, and for me, stepping up to be part of this campaign, it wasn't really about me winning and becoming the mayor of the city. It was about playing an important supporting role, making sure that we won more seats right across the city, making sure that we grew the vote, not just in our strongest areas, but right across the burbs. And it's a bit too early to say, the results are still coming in, but it looks like we've got a swing to the Greens in almost every single suburb right across Brisbane. But what's perhaps even more phenomenal than that is that we got a swing campaigning on what I think is the boldest, most ambitious, dare I say most radical political platform that any political party has taken to an election in this country in a long, long time. Because even a few years ago, in this city, the idea of talking about free public transport, the idea of even capping rent increases, let alone freezing rent increases, the idea of shutting down a racetrack and turning it into public housing, these were considered far-out extreme policies that no sensible politician would ever dare to put on a campaign flyer or to even suggest publicly. And what we've done here in this campaign that all of you have played a part in is not just win votes, it's not just win seats, it is about transforming the parameters of debate, about blowing the contemporary mainstream establishment political paradigm out of the water and saying a better world is possible, a better city is possible. There are Greens in other parts of the country looking at us and being like, oh damn, they campaigned on rent freeze and they won votes. They're looking at it. And think about what that means for Australian politics, because this is not just about one city. This is about a movement that stretches far beyond the boundaries of Brisbane. And it is about saying to people right across this country, we can be more ambitious, we can be more audacious, we can call for the future we actually want, and we can win votes at the same time. But as I said, this election was not just about winning votes, it was about deepening our connections with community. It was about spreading our political message far beyond our existing bubbles and networks, and you've all played an incredible part in that. And I particularly wanted to acknowledge all the candidates who've put themselves out there, often in situations where they didn't have much support, where they were the ones driving around the flyers and putting up the yard signs and calling volunteers late at night. Like, our candidates worked their freaking asses off. Can you guys come up here? I know some of you are a little far away, but a few of our candidates have had to go on home because they are really freaking exhausted. But can all the candidates for Brisbane City Council please come up here? Emma's here. River Cairns from Tennyson, Quintessa Denise for Enogra, Trina Massey, a Gabba Ward councillor, Linda Barry from Morningside, Viv Forest Lake, Kath Angus, our Cooperoo Ward candidate, Josh Sanderson from the north side, Melissa, our Maruka candidate. There's a few more of them out there. Seal, where are you? Get up here, Seal. Michaela Sargent, our Walter Taylor candidate. Tiana Penihar, our candidate for Northgate Ward. I got to give a special shout out to Edward, who is our Deegan candidate. He's gone home with a cold, but that guy's a freaking trooper. He rode his bike like dozens of kilometres across the north side. Can we give all of these candidates a huge round of applause? And what I wanted to say is that regardless of the result, regardless of which seats we win, of where exactly the swings end up, these people have made a phenomenal contribution to building our movement, to building the kind of politics we want to see in this city. And I'm so freaking grateful to all of you. I didn't acknowledge Michaela. Shout out right here to our March and Ward candidate as well. And where's Edward? Edward Caudry, So Edward was a last-minute addition to the Hamilton Ward as our candidate there, but Edward has also been one of my strongest supporters behind the scenes, has been instrumental in drafting a lot of the Greens' policies. He's such a quiet achiever. He keeps a low profile, but thank you so much, Edward. I neglected to give a shout out to Wendy Agdam as well, our Central Ward candidate. Have I missed anyone? Where is Anne Aitken?